approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same. Department head reports, police department. John could tell us more about Howard's time with.
Yeah.
Certainly, yeah. So Howard had a 30-year career at the police department after returning from the military, and was able to work his way up all the way to major in the police department and retired at that rank. And then, of course, moved on to bigger and better things as the mayor of Vincennes, and ultimately with back to the police department on the merit board, where he served as secretary and was really instrumental in getting a lot of things done. For those that knew Howard, obviously, very black and white and got things. He just would lay out and take great notes and could recite things from years back. So a huge asset to the merit board during his time on there. For this past month, year to date, the Vincennes Police Department has responded to 2,217 calls to service. This month, 808 of that 808, 20 resulted in adult arrest, and 14 were cases that were sent to the prosecutor's office for filing of charges. Traffic enforcement officers conducted 250 traffic stops. 8 of those resulted in misdemeanors, 30 infractions, and 222 warnings were issued. Department staffings, we currently have 2 positions open. We do have a new hire who will be sworn in at the Board of Works at the next meeting, which is Ryan Millsap. He started at the police department on March 14th. We will have another hiring process starting June 27th, and then also within the next month, we will see an Officer Rusty Hensley, retire from the police department. So I'd like to welcome you guys to a reception for Rusty at noon on April the 8th, which is his last day at work. So if you're able to stop by the police department for some light refreshments, that would be great. Community involvement for the police department this past month. We participated in reading with children at PACE for Super Mentor. And of course, we have our weekly collaboration with the Pet Port, trying to help them get more animals adopted. The police department recently was able to purchase 6 new vehicles, and we're just waiting for those to be upfitted before they're put out on the street and issued to those officers.
Great.
Okay.
Great. Thanks, John.
Street department.
Jeff Wood, Superintendent Street Department. I'd like to start off with, Howard was a good guy. A lot of guys, older guys out the street department, worked with Howard and some, so thoughts and prayers with his family. With that being said, been patching a lot of hose here lately. We did get a new zero-turn mower for this summer to mow lots for Brad's office. So we mow a lot of yards in the summertime, so we try to keep it updated and pretty regular. Other than that, with just the trash and recycling, we are in the process of redoing one of our salt trucks. We got a new chain, new bearings. We're doing all of it in-house, so try to save a little bit there instead of sending it out. So that's about it.
Great.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Joe.
Parks department.
J.R. Field, Superintendent, Park Department. I just want to start off with Leicester Square. We are hopefully within this week to next week we'll have the goals up. We received them, but we got to do a little cutting in the concrete, and we're going to put them in the ground. Chicago Park, we got the okay with the kids skate or bike track. I think it'll be up to a month and a half to 2 months before we receive it.
Okay.
Greg Park, we're doing a lot of cleanup there. We had a lot of sticks down, so I got the jailers here for a couple days to get it all cleaned up. The bathrooms at Four Lakes has opened up now, so everything's ready to rent,
Okay,
so.
all right. Thanks.
Thanks.
City engineer is out, so we'll just move to new business. First. Okay, yes.
Negotiated, so we should move along.
And I think we're,
I know they're cutting trees down in my daughter's yard. I watched it happen. She was worried she's gonna get blocked in her driveway, so I'm the backup Uber driver if needed, so, yeah.
okay. First Friday Art Walk in Summer on Main.
Good evening. We're trying something new. When I took back Downtown Vincennes Association, there's no reason to start another festival when we've got a lot of good things going. So the First Friday Art Walks are very important. The art galleries have worked very hard to keep those going. So my suggestion, and I have met personally with each one and talked to them, and my suggestion was if we can close 400 block on those evenings from 4 until, I think I put 9 in here, 4 to 9. And what we're gonna do is, for the first one on April the 3rd, I've got Emily and Tony Hinkle coming, and they're going to play in the Pocket Park. They're gonna play music there in the Pocket Park. And Catherine Drake at the VTB is helping me with some other artisans. We've got a lady who does stained glass. I told him I didn't want any flea market things.
Right.
I want some nice quality vendors, and we're charging them $20 to set up in the street and trying to pull that traffic through 300 block to 400 to 500. We're trying to work very hard to do that, and eventually, depending on our crowds, I'll probably try to add a food truck, but we're gonna start this slow and see where it goes. Like I said, I've talked to Emily and Tony Hinkle. They're playing in April. I talked to Debbie Dunn today. She's gonna talk to Nash. So I'm trying to pull those people. Old National Bank has agreed to sponsor the music for that. So they are sponsoring the music at $300 a month. And with that being said, I'm kind of negotiating that with my artists so that maybe we can try to keep a little bit in the coffers for DVA to spend, to be able to do some more things downtown. And the one thing I did want to mention, the mayor and I've talked, we really want to build up July 3rd, that weekend. So I'm not sure we'll just have to see how that goes. We haven't really, I'm on that committee for the mayor. We haven't really talked about what all we're gonna do, so that may be a month we don't close it. But I'll work with Jeff. If I can get the barricade and do it, I mean, I can handle doing that, that one Friday a month. But we're just really trying to see if we can pull that crowd and really draw more people for this. So that's the one thing I'm requesting.
Okay, so we'll make a motion to approve the aforementioned Art Walk and First Friday events for the year of '26 from April through November, with the 400 block of Main Street closing from 4 to 9 on those evenings.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same, all right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Helen.
The second thing, Summer on Main, we really would have liked to put it back the first weekend in June. But since the 250th is coming up, we've decided Summer on Main will be Friday, June the 26th. And the 250th committee is going to handle all the kids' stuff around Patrick Henry. I'm helping them with food vendors and music, that type of thing. But they are going to be handling all that. So from 2nd and Main to 6th and Main, we want to do, I'm talking to Hoosier Cruisers, and they've got a group, they've kind of been working with a group of bikers that have some really nice motorcycles. So we're trying to have the car show. I've got food vendors I'll have. I've already got Buck Rogers Clark booked for that. I did talk to the mayor about putting the music back in the intersection there at 4th and Main, the way we did last time. I think it kind of helps pull that back and forth. Prime Sports should be open by then, so I think that'll be good for that 500 block. We'll just see how many cars I've got. I'm going to Hoosier Cruisers Thursday night to talk to them and see. But we're trying very hard to really build on that. And we will also, all of our flowers this year in the big pots will be red, white, and blue.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't tell you what the middle flower is, I just know it's a tall blue flower, couldn't tell you. But anyway, and then there'll be red and white petunias. And then the other thing, they have a logo for 250th, and I'd like to have some of those made up so that everyone displays that within their buildings downtown. So we're trying very hard to build on that for the next weekend, that will be that July 3rd, July 4th. And it'll be the same setup basically as I've had before. We'll close Main from 4 to 11. The event will be from 6 to 10. And I will work with the police department on that law officer there at 2nd Main that way, because for some reason people don't really learn to push that button to cross that street, so that always helps slow that traffic through there. I'll work with them on that. I'll also work with Jeff at the street department for a dump truck for trash. I'm working with the mayor, so we're not gonna, hopefully, we won't have to worry about setting up the bar area and doing all that. Jen will be there with a bar, but we're working on the DORA, the designated outdoor refreshment area. And so with that being said, I've talked to all of our bars, there's 8 of them within the downtown area. And you could go up to Jen there, she'll be set up in 400 block. You can go up to her, you can buy a drink, and as long as it's in a designated DORA cup, you can legally walk our perimeter. And our law enforcement understands that. If you're at Procopio's and you've eaten and you have a beer and your wife has a wine and you haven't finished and you wanna walk Main, as long as it's in a designated cup, it's legal to walk now. It'll be legal at this point. It's through an ordinance through city council, and I'm working with the mayor on that. Like I said, I've talked to all of our bars about it. They're a go. And I suggested to the mayor that, it's a solo cup is what it is. It's a clear solo cup, and we'll have our own logo on it. It's been done throughout the state in many, many areas, and so we're trying to move on that now. And it'll go through the liquor process as far as alcohol beverage in Indianapolis, so we're working on that now. So, and I've got, some food vendors already worked up. Yeah, just, what we've done in the past, we're just trying to build on what we've got, to be honest.
All right, so I'll make a motion to approve the aforementioned aspects of the summer on Main Street as described in Ellen's memo here. That will be Friday, June 26th from 6 to 10.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Next is Civitan radio auction banner. Cindy
see
Daniels,
Cindy,
she
but-
could not be here.
Oh, okay.
And talk to Sam, she's got everything she needs.
It's gonna go up on the 12th of April, come down on the 27th of April, and it'll be on College Ave.
Okay. So we'll make a motion to approve the request from Civitan to have a banner promoting the Civitan radio auction on the College Avenue site.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same, carries. If nothing else, just need a motion to adjourn.
Dates make sense, dude. These dates make sense, up April 12th.
As I was looking at that, I was like, it should say the 20th on the
Yeah.
27th.
Okay, up
I
to
wrote
12th and down to
27th
27th,
in my
okay.
notes.
You said it correctly, but I was looking at that, I'm like, okay.
So moved.